We're all here, so I think we should get started. If everyone would just find a seat and we can do this.
Before we get started, I think we should make sure everyone is 100% committed. Otherwise, it's just purely academic.
I agree. Everyone must be sure. There's no backing out.
You know what? You're right. Let's face it. This is a big decision we're making here, and everybody needs to be sure they want to go through with it. Will, you're obviously committed.
Absolutely.
Good. Abby?
I'm in wholeheartedly.
Excellent. Katie?
I've been waiting for this for a long time. I'm in 110%.
Sounds good. Abby?
We should have done it years ago. Of course I'm ready.
Good. Mary Kate?
Hey, you know he's more committed to this than me. Let's do it.
Molly?
You bet I'm sure. Let's get started.
Okay then. We're all invested. Now, does anybody have any suggestions as to what we should do first?
I think that first we should identify all the evil people.
Oh, that's a lot of people.
Hear, hear, preach.
But we gotta start somewhere.
You know what, guys? He's right. That's as good a place as any to start. Let's identify our evil people.
Well, I think that's the easy part. The evil people are the ones who are selfish. They're the ones who want more and more for themselves. They're never satisfied with what they have. They just want more.
But want more what?
Money?
Material possessions?
Anything and everything.
So we don't have to specify what they want, just people who want more of whatever?
Exactly. It's not the what they want that's evil, it's their insatiable attitude of always wanting more. It's their ravenous self-indulgence. It's their voracity.
Wait, guys, should we be writing this down?
I'm way ahead of you, Kyle.
Okay, good. Abby, could we try and summarize this into one word?
Yeah, greed.
Greed. I like it. Got it, Molly?
Got it. Greedy people are evil.
Sounds good to me. Everyone agree with that?
Greed is
Absolutely. Yeah, I think you'll have a hard time finding someone who doesn't think greedy people are evil.
Okay then. Well, now that we know who the evil people are,
Hold on. We know that greedy people are evil, but that's not all. Evil people are also the ones who are driven by their carnal impulses.
Can you be more specific?
Oh, absolutely. They're the ones who, let's say, dress immodestly. They have no shame. They are those who seek after the flesh, the ones who would disgrace themselves by losing control of their own dishonorable desires.
I know what you're saying. I know several people like that, and they're definitely evil.
I think you should summarize it into one word, Abby, like I did.
what about licentious?
What does that mean?
Well, it's like all the stuff she said, but rolled into one.
I think we need a better word.
Immoral?
Too general.
Impious?
No,
Dissolute?
no. I have it. This is the perfect word to describe them. Lustful.
Ooh, I like it.
So, evil people are lustful.
And greedy.
Evil people are greedy and lustful.
Sounds good to me. Anyone else? Yeah? Okay then. It's official. Evil people are both lustful and greedy.
You know, that reminds me of something. When I used to work at the mini mart at the gas station, this guy would come in at 3 a.m. and buy 5 frozen burritos and put them in the microwave. And then he would just sit there with that same type of look in his eye. Except, it wasn't really lust. It was different. It was more of a, oh, well, I don't know. But this guy had 5 frozen burritos, and then he went back for 1 more.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it was excessive.
Excessive?
Yeah, it was kind of greedy and lustful.
Like those Hungry Man frozen TV dinners. They're too big. Nobody needs all that. They might as well call them Glutton Man TV dinners.
That's the word. Gluttony. Yeah, gluttony.
So, evil people are
Gluttonous.
gluttonous. Good word, Katie. Got that, Molly?
Got it. Evil people are greedy, lustful, and gluttonous.
Sounds good to me. Anybody think of anything else?
I've got one.
Go ahead, Will.
Lazy.
Yeah, lazy. There's so many lazy people out there.
Yeah, but guys, the word lazy doesn't sound that evil.
I see what you mean.
Idle.
Better.
Indolent.
Again, it doesn't sound that evil.
Sluggish?
Not quite.
I got it. Slothful.
Slothful. That's it. Good word. Slothful. Write it down.
Okay, so evil people are greedy, lustful, gluttonous, and slothful.
You know, here's a word I want to add. Wrathful.
Ooh, now that sounds evil. What exactly is wrath?
Well, it's like being filled with anger and rage all the time. Haven't you ever heard someone say, "You cannot escape my wrath"? It's like being filled with veracity.
One's wrath on the list.
Wrath it is. Okay, so here's what we've got. Evil people are greedy, lustful, gluttonous, slothful, and full of wrath.
Anyone else?
I know what evil we haven't discussed yet. Envy.
Ooh, like being green with envy. I've always thought of green as an evil color.
Envy. That's like jealousy, right?
Right. The envious are never happy with what they have. They always want what somebody else has. Kind of like jealousy with resentment mixed in. Spite. Exactly.
Well, I think it has got to be on the list.
Okay, so evil people are greedy, lustful, gluttonous, slothful, wrathful, envious, and prideful.
Prideful.
We can't forget prideful.
You know, a lot of people that are prideful are also gluttonous.
Oh, I'm sure there will be a lot of crossovers.
I know at least 10 people who have at least 3 of these qualities.
I'll bet there's some out there with all of them.
So, do we all agree on prideful?
Sounds like it. Can anybody think of anything else?
Well, what about people who drive too slow in the fast lane?
I'm sure we'd all agree on that, but I'd say that's covered by slothful.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Can anybody think of anything else they want to add to our list? So we're good? Okay. I think this is a very comprehensive list and will in some way cover all of the evil people.
So now that we figure out who all the evil people are, how should we destroy them?
Oh, here's something. What if all their hearts just stop beating at once? I mean, it's simple, but it does the trick.
I think that the method of their destruction should make more of a statement.
Maybe you're right.
Well, what about drowning?
Aren't you forgetting? That one's already been done.
Oh yeah.
I've got it. All the evil people will spontaneously combust.
Ooh, destruction by fire.
Again, that one's reserved for later. That's what it is.
What about a plague? Like the Black Death? It would cause a lot of suffering first.
Now that's not too bad. But wouldn't a plague infect some of the good people too? I guess she's right.
Well, what about a natural disaster? Like a tornado, earthquake, lightning strike, or tidal wave?
That would cause more innocent casualties than a plague.
Not to mention all the property damage.
What about a non-contagious disease, like leprosy?
No, come on, think! We want these evil people dead and gone, and it could take years for someone to die from a disease.
I have an idea. What about suffocation?
Interesting.
I mean, it's unique and it doesn't affect other people.
And it's fast, well, relatively speaking.
Then it's settled. We will destroy all the evil people by suffocation.
Suffocation it is then.
All right. Well, now that we know who our evil people are, and how we will destroy them, we now just need to decide when it is to happen.
As soon as possible.
Yeah, like in 10 minutes. Why do we have to wait 10 minutes? Why can't we only wait 5?
Why not 1?
No doubt, these people need to be destroyed right now. Oh, this is so exciting! I can't wait to see the looks on their faces when they start choking.
Well, what time is it?
Oh, hold on. It is 11:57 in a few seconds.
Well, you know what? That's perfect. Let's make it 12 o'clock straight up.
Good, that works out nicely. So all the evil people will be destroyed by suffocation at precisely 12 o'clock.
At 12 o'clock.
Okay, Molly, can you read everything we've decided on?
Sure. All the evil people in the world who are defined as greedy, lustful, gluttonous, slothful, wrathful, envious, and prideful will suffer complete destruction by suffocation at precisely 12 o'clock.
It's official then.
Just think how the world would change.
Yes, it will be so much nicer without those people around.
I'm glad we're finally doing this. We wanted to do this for years.
How much time is left?
2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Do you think we should tell someone?
Like who?
I don't know, the police or the president, just so they'd know. I mean, we're about to change the world here.
The police? Are you kidding? How do we know that they're not part of the evil ones?
I doubt any of the police are going to make it past our list.
Yeah, guys, and the president's a politician.
There's no way he's making it. You guys are right.
1 minute and 30 seconds.
I want to watch. I want to see this happen. I want to see them get what's coming to them.
Me too. It'll be so satisfying.
Then why don't we just watch out the window?
The window.
Look at them all. They have no idea what's about to happen to them.
How many people get?
I'd say at least 50% are equal.
More like 60%. I wouldn't be surprised if everyone we can see out there isn't destroyed.
I want to see them choke on their evil. I wish I was out there with them so I could get up close and watch the light leave their eyes.
I hope it hurts.
Where's any justice in this world over there?
How much time is left?
32 seconds.
Anyone having second thoughts?
No.
Me neither. This is exciting. Die.
You know, I'm so glad we could all get together and do this. Who else could have done this? It takes special people to be able to identify evil, rule against it, and destroy it. I'm glad we could be those people. Oh, 10 seconds. 9, 8,
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the complete annihilation of evil.
3, 2, 1.
I don't understand.
Nothing happened.
Why aren't they choking?
Why are they suffocating?
They're evil.
They must be destroyed.
Hey guys, what if we're...
Abby? Abby, what's wrong?
No. This can't be.
They're suffocating.
Please. Help.
Excuse me.
Why, hello, dearie. How pleasant to meet you, dearie.
Hey there, Jane. So it's a doll like you doing a rundown joint like this.
Is this where the villain meeting is? But I got it right, didn't I? This is villains, you know. Vitriolic individuals learning to love, assist individuals, and be nice society, right?
Yes, this is villains.
Then why are you all so upset?
Right, boss?
Hi, just a kid, aren't you, kid? You better hold your mouth shut, or we swim with fishes. Capiche, Ivy?
Won't happen again.
Len, you take care of that punk in the red cape?
Yeah, boss. I took her out. Last time she goes wandering through the woods. Oh, who's the dame? Let me guess. New member?
Yes, is that obvious?
I'll say. Didn't bring any means to defend yourself.
It's that! Get it away from me, get it away!
Oh, relax, Gerloff. It's a sheep on the cover of Wolf Weekly, not a goat.
I'm sorry, it just kind of looked like one. What with the hooves and wet noses and horns, huge horns that get closer to you and closer, too fast, you can't move, and then water, lots of water!
Take deep breaths, dearie, deep breaths. Okay, there's a good troll.
Perhaps a gingerbread could give it help.
Get those disgusting monstrosities away from me!
I'm sorry.
Ugh, disgusting cookies. Makes my skin feel hot just smelling them.
Pardon, Agatha. Ever since she had to sell what was left of her weekend getaway gingerbread cottage to pay off the damages to Hansel and Gretel, she has been, shall we say, less than keen about gingerbread and children.
Now that's not true. I happen to love little children. Slowly roasted in rosemary, drizzled with olive oil.
Hi, I'm Gerloff. Broomhilda.
Yes, the meeting can start now. I'm here. Your bleak little lives.
Sure thing, doll.
No bowing, lowly coming to scone, please. I do tire of simpering. And a dog from afar. I'm too tired to be kissing my feet.
Sorry we're late.
Getting Jezebel out of the bathroom again, Hortense, I presume?
I don't know why. Don't just take the mirror out of that place. You know what Jezebel here is like whenever there's a mirror anywhere in her vicinity.
Well, hun, if you were the fairest of them all, you might want to spend a little more time looking at your unrivaled reflection in the mirror. And it's Queen Jezebel, surf filth. Only my equals can call me Jezebel, and there aren't any of those here, or anywhere else for that.
What about that Dame Snow White? I hear she's one look good.
What did you say, filthy bleed?
Nothing, dearie. Awful weather we've been having, huh? Nothing but clear skies and sunshine for weeks.
I didn't hear anything. Did you hear anything, Boris?
Out with the Dame. Ivan didn't say anything. Did you, Ivan?
But boss, I said.
Nothing. Have you been losing weight, Jezebel? Really, I think you have.
I said that Snow
Here
White.
she goes.
Snow White? Snow White, why that putrid little princess?
Hello, group.
Hello, Jezebel.
You were saying, Queen Jezebel?
Nothing.
No, this isn't nothing, Queen Jezebel. These are your feelings. Your feelings aren't nothing. Don't repress them. Why don't you let it out, Queen Jezebel? Whatever you are feeling.
That worthless little brat of a stepdaughter of mine. Ugh, the repulsive, stickingly disgusting postural of perfection. That nauseatingly chipper airhead. That toffee-nosed goody two-shoe. That...
My, well, yes, you certainly let that out. You know my motto. Happily ever after can only start today if positive things we do and say. Why don't you just try and be more positive? Think happy thoughts.
So, like just squeezing all the air out of her perfect size zero waist with a corset.
Yes, well, that isn't exactly what I meant, but you have the general idea. You know, you aren't the only one with an annoying stepchild, Jezebel. My Cinderella is so insufferable and self-righteous. Let me tell you. Right, well, we really must get started, Hortense. We have a super-duper fun villains meeting planned for today. I'm just full of rainbows and sunshine and happily ever after thoughts seeing all of your smiling faces here. Makes me want to burst into song. But before we get started, we must recite the villain's pledge. KK? But I don't know the pledge. I remember! How exciting! Boris, why don't you recite the pledge for our newest member?
Oh, I see. Choose the wolf.
I am sensing some aggression, Queen Jezebel. Is there something you would like to share with the group? You can be open with us. We are all friends here.
Well, would you rather choose a wolf than me? Isn't it obvious? No one likes me.
Now that isn't true, Queen Jezebel. We all like you, and we are all equal here. You aren't better or worse than anyone. You are special. I only chose Boris because he is the member who has been here the longest.
Hey, I can say the first part, and Skirt can say the last one.
That's a great idea, boss.
That's why he's the brains of the outfit.
Wonderful, Boris. How very protagonist-like of you. That okay, Jezebel?
Whatever.
I am sensing that you are still upset. I feel like you may have some unresolved entitlement issues, Jezebel. You must think of others first. Putting others first is a trait of a good little hero or heroine. Now, is there something you would like to share with the group?
No.
Come on, let it out.
All right. I feel sad. Boo-hoo. Happy.
This Dame is beginning to rub me the wrong way.
Boris?
I mean, I forgive you, Dollface.
Your Majesty, not Dollface, mangy mutt.
Whatever you say, Dollface.
Well, doesn't everyone feel better? Now, Boris, why don't you start?
We are dastardly villains, and our lives have become unmanageable. And we won't live happily ever after unless we change. We have the power to change into nice little heroes and heroines. We will make the decision to become a good protagonist. We vow to rid ourselves of our destructive villainous tendencies to become more protagonist-like.
hate that part.
Then there's,
Ha! See? The dopey dog doesn't even know the pledge.
Hey, shut your mouth, Dane, or I'll shut it for you. No one talks to Alpha that way, sweetheart. Capiche?
next, we admit our wrongs and seek forgiveness from our victims.
Wonderful. Now you, Jezebel.
Next, we do
I
something.
think that Jezebel was going to say that we will let go of these destructive and villainous tendencies.
I hate that part too.
We will make reprimands, usually by singing an apology as a cheery show number. Use meditation, reflection, and magical potions as a means to become more insightful and stop our naughty ways from resurfacing. We will spread the news of this meeting to all our wicked henchmen and other antagonistic conspirators.
Wonderful. And last but not least,
We will strive to live happily ever after.
Wonderful. Now, I'm sure all of you are just sitting there in uncontrollable anticipation of what we're going to cover at today's meeting. And don't I have a super duper treat for you? I have invited several inspirational speakers to come and chat with you all about living happily ever after. KK?
Inspirational speakers? I'm far too tired for any inspirational speakers. Being fair to them all is tiring work, believe me.
That and coming up with inventive ways of murdering your stepdaughter.
That is rather a chore too, but what's a stepmother to do? I suppose I should be grateful. At least I don't have any real daughters who are so ugly and shameless that will wear me out and prematurely age me.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stunning, just stunning. I'm so gorgeous, I'm just in awe of myself, really. How can all of you stand to be so ugly?
Stand being ugly, eh? I survived by eating insulting people, doll face.
Well, not everyone is here yet, but we better begin. Okay, villains, let's bring out our first inspirational speaker, spreading charm and assistance to those in need, a true fairy godmother and protagonist, Lucinda. Let's give her a hand. How can I be of assistance to you, dearies? I simply adore assisting others in need of my help. Maybe you could speak with our group about being a protagonist? Some pointers, maybe? I would just adore that. Well, being a true protagonist is all about thinking of others' needs before yourself. I just adore thinking of others.
That's easy. I mean, I think about succulent, fat kids in straw houses and tasty little girls alone in the woods all the time.
Well, not quite like that, dear. I mean, doing something nice for others that won't necessarily benefit you.
That's the most ludicrous dribble I've ever heard. People only want to help you if you get them to eat out their hearts or give them great health care packages.
Oh no, dear. A true protagonist simply adores helping others' dreams come true with no thought of reward for themselves.
Lucinda, should your dreams come true by magic?
Excuse me?
I know I'm only a simple troll, but I always thought that earning your aspirations through perseverance and hard work instead of being given goals created character. For example, Lucinda, I wouldn't want your magic to instantly make me a protagonist and deprive me of the journey I began here at Villains to become a better troll.
Well,
And really, who are you to dictate what aspirations are really worthy of your assistance and whose aren't?
well, those who are virtuous and good, of course.
But if you are a real protagonist, wouldn't you assist everyone and not just the few who meet your expectations of what is virtuous and good? And what is good? Aren't morals and values highly subjective depending on the standards of a particular society?
Again, you
And aren't you reinforcing the notion that you should only be a protagonist for the sake of reward and not for the sake of being philanthropic itself? And that brings me to, why are you a fairy godmother? I mean, for the power of controlling others? What gives your life purpose or meaning if you aren't always waving your wand around and changing the course of others' lives?
Well,
But what do I know? I'm only an adult troll.
where are you going? Come back. My life has no meaning. Who am I? Well, I simply adored that speaker.
Sorry that a Cabela Rumpelstiltskin and I are late.
Who cares about an old sea witch and a snow woman?
Snow Queen, not woman.
Well, whoever you are, who could possibly give a pixie about you when the fairest of them all is already present?
Well, Snow White here or something?
What did you say?
He said nothing, Dollface. You better pipe down before you land yourself in a wooden kimono, you sap.
Sure thing, Vladimir.
Look, Jezebel.
Queen Jezebel.
Meriden lives in the deepest depths of the ocean, surrounded by lethal whirlpools, and my new ice palace is fabulously located, but rather far north. We're not conveniently situated in a nearby castle like you.
And what about you, Rumpelstiltskin? You can magically appear wherever and whenever you like.
What, me? Yeah, it just didn't work out, that's all.
My, you are a strange little man.
I get that a lot.
Would you like a gingerbread cookie?
Cookie? That's caloric homicide. No way is one of those cookies going to these fair small thighs. I can't stand top gorging on gingerbread cookies.
No thanks. I can turn straw into gingerbread whenever I want.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty gifted with straw, actually.
You brought cookies. How thoughtful. Bringing cookies to others is a very protagonist-like thing to do, everyone.
What, making people fat or giving them diabetes is an act of kindness?
Maybe I should bring Snow White some cookies.
That is real heroin thinking.
Maybe I can make Snow White do a little thigh expansion and turn Snow White into Snow White. Oh my God, that's so
Beauty comes in all sizes, Queen Jezebel. Now, everyone, let's say thank you, like a true protagonist would.
We don't have to sing, do we? I hate when protagonists sing. It's really irritating.
Oh, very well. We won't sing. Okay, everyone, let's say thank you on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you. You know, you're just scared to eat that cookie because of that prune bar Agatha you brought 2 weeks ago turned you into a frog.
I am really sorry about that, dearie. I have no idea how that potion got into that batch, dearie. I mean, really, and that it worked, too. That usually only works on princes. My kitchen is such a mess. You would think Rapunzel has time to clean up every once in a while, but there you have it. Sing, sing, sing. That's all she ever does. Teenagers, I am really sorry about that, dearie.
Oh, it was an accident, Agatha. There is nothing to forgive. Now, let's bring out our next inspirational speaker.
Is this where the village meeting is?
What a nice voice you have, my dear.
Thanks.
So, you got a piece of the magic mirror stuck in your heart, making your heart turn to ice. You want my help. Well, you're not getting any mercy from me, Sonny. Move along.
Huh?
What do you need, my dear? I'll help you, but it'll cost you your voice.
Look, I don't need any help. Rumpelstiltskin.
Oh, sorry, Jack. Villains members, this is Jack. He's my protagonist mentor. Isn't that right, Giselle?
That's right.
And you wanted me to come here to talk about the progress me and Rumpelstiltskin made in our sessions.
Wonderful. Please be seated.
Rumpelstiltskin so needs a mentor. Asking for someone's firstborn child in exchange for turning straw into gold? Inhumane.
Quite right. Now, asking for a child in exchange for stolen lettuce is an entirely different matter.
Jack, this is Hagatha, Brunhilde, our new member, Boris, Vladimir, and Ivan. Gerloff, Hortense, Jezebel.
Queen Jezebel, but you can call me your most magnanimous and magnificent of majesties, Commonerville.
Icabella, also known as the Snow Queen, Marriage the Sea Witch, and of course our leader, Giselle.
Pleased to meet all of you.
You do have a wonderful voice.
Thanks.
I just want to cut out your tongue and rip your voice box out of your throat and...
I should be going now. I don't want to interrupt your little meeting.
Nonsense. Stay. Tell us about yourself.
Yes, speak to us with your most honeyed of voices.
Well, I live in the village with my mother.
A village. How quaint.
And one day, I traded her last possession, a bag of beans, for cow.
That's about the dumbest trait in your firstborn for produce.
That's not true. Well, depends on the produce. My Rapunzel, for instance.
What he lacks in IQ, he makes up for with his mellifluous voice. Speak again for me, Jack dearest.
Now hold on, this wasn't a cow. It was beans, and these were magic beans, and they grew into a mighty beanstalk that reached up to the heavens.
Oh, tell us more with your lovely voice, dear one.
And I climbed with this beanstalk to the heavens, and I was able to acquire magic treasures from an evil giant.
It sure is nice of that giant to give you his treasure, eh, boss?
Did he give them to you, Jackie boy?
Well, not exactly.
Hold on there, Mac. He didn't give you the goods. Does that mean you took the liberty of acquiring them yourself?
Well,
that it, chump?
Sort of,
Why, you dirty double-crossing rat! I ought to nail you right in the mug, you hoodlum!
Hey, the giant had it coming! He was gonna eat me!
I'd want to do more than just eat you if you were sneaking around, trespassing on my joint and looting my goods, you dirty thug.
I see, so stealing's fine if the sack you're pinching from isn't hard-boiled. Is that it?
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
But boss, isn't stealing not very hero-like? I mean, I'm out of this outfit, but this thug here seems nothing but a ragamuffin to me.
Now see here, let me explain.
Yes, let him speak with that alluring voice of his.
You know, Jack, if you wanted to join villains,
I am most certainly not a villain.
Denial.
I remember when I was still at that stage.
You know, Jack, the first step to recovery is admitting you have a problem.
I do not have a problem because I am not a villain.
Why don't we ask that giant you're hightailing treasure from? Why don't we ask him if you're a villain?
You can.
And why is that?
Well, he's dead.
How convenient. How did he kick the bucket, might I ask?
Well, he was climbing down the beanstalk and I chopped it down. But that does not make me a villain, okay?
So, this poor mug was after you for bootlegging his possessions, and you bumped him off?
He was gonna kill me!
Got any proof for that assertion?
How utterly ghastly, how completely dastardly, how simply marvelous. Really, I have to congratulate you on such an excellent piece of villainy. Misanthropic antagonism at its highest. Or would that be lowest?
You know, I had made Cinderella into a slave, but at least I never killed anyone.
Surprising that the owner of such a fabulous voice can be so completely devoid of any human decency.
You ought to be in the slammer, you thug.
You know what? I don't need this. You know why? Because I am not a villain. I'm not a villain, okay?
Sure. You pinch loot that doesn't belong to you and murder the innocent owner. You're nothing like this, kid. Is that what you tell yourself to sleep at night?
I hope you all live in unhappily ever after.
Well, that was certainly an antagonistic thing to say.
Yes, well, that was a learning experience. Being a protagonist is all about learning from your mistakes. What would you say we learned here?
Don't climb down beanstalks because some thug might bump you off.
Being a protagonist or antagonist is subjective depending on the sympathies of the audience.
Yes, well, while those were certainly insightful comments, I would say we learned how terrible denial can be. Now, villains, let's bring out our next inspirational speaker. He's defeated dragons, crushed ogres, and broken curses with a single kiss. He's dashing, dapper, and all around delightful. Let's bring out none other than the utterly fabulous Prince Charming. Let's give him a hand.
Hello. Good afternoon. Wonderful to see you. Love the dress. Oh, you look fabulous. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, ladies.
Hello, Mr. Charming. Whoa, talk about conceited. Whoa, you're the expert.
About time we started on. I am so sorry we are running so late. We had an unexpected guest.
Well, look, Design. Charming here is on a very tight schedule. He has a princess to rescue at 2, an evil enchantress to duel at 4, and a book promotion at the palace this evening.
A book promotion?
That's right. Happily Ever After, How You Can Be the Prince Charming of Your Own Fate, from the author of Charm Yourself Skinny, none other than me, Prince Charming. This self-help book contains everything you need to know to turn your own life into your very own fairy tale. Defeat the trolls inside yourself.
What if you are a troll?
This book comes with a Happily Ever After guarantee. Copies go on sale starting next week. Receive 15% off when you order your copy in advance.
Oh, pixie dust. Prince Charming, I forgot I penciled in a manicure before tonight's gala. We better gallop off into the sunset if you take my meaning.
Wait, what about your inspirational speech?
Huh?
Well, typically speaking, most inspirational speakers have inspirational speeches.
Everything you need to know is in my book.
Look, a sales pitch doesn't count as an inspirational speech.
You know, you really are a strange little man.
Tell me something I haven't heard before.
Look, Charming, your nails are disgraceful. Sorry, villains, we have to head out.
Goodbye, ladies, and remember, Happily Ever After, How You Can Be the Prince Charming of Your Own Fate, is coming to a bookstore near you!
Hold on here.
Well, I feel thoroughly uninspired.
Hello, hello, hello. Is this the villains meeting? Yes, you know, villains. Vitriolic individuals willing to love assist individuals and be nice society.
Why, yes. Yes, it is.
Well, that's fantastic. Hi, I'm the pipe hunter. I like your hair, by the way. You fellas could use some work. How you doing? Do you have a problem that most conventional treatments don't work for? Oh, nice kitty. Are you at your wit's end on how to reach your happily ever after?
So you knock off stepdaughters.
Well, maybe. But right here, I'm offering you a brand new, safe, and I tell you 100% completely affordable treatment option. That's right. Hypnosis. Using the latest in transcendental music technology, I can hypnotize any and all of your antagonistic tendencies away, poof, just like that.
That sounds dodgy.
I don't know if I speak for the rest of the group, but we're not interested.
Hey, I think I heard of you before. Aren't you that Pied Piper guy who exterminated all those rats?
Well, I may or may not at one point in my life been involved in the extermination business, yes.
Didn't you kidnap all those little kids too?
Well, I can't exactly make a statement on that particular allegation without my lawyer present.
I wouldn't mind a few children, lightly sauteed in lemon juice and thyme.
Right, well, only a certified fairy godmother is allowed to recommend treatment options, so I think you should leave.
Well, you know what? I think you need to let me demonstrate. How about you? You look like a fantastic demonstrator.
Hey, boys, why don't you assist this dumb door? We'll find him at the door.
Happy to oblige, boss.
Well, boss, the door's right
Hey,
there.
guys, I'll get to that in a minute. Oh, okay. Well, I can tell you're angry, and I can understand why. It's because I haven't offered you a discount yet. Friends and family discount, because we're friends. Okay, well, you drive a hard bargain.
Where is he?
Who are you?
Oh, we're members of FART. Did you just say farts?
Yes, you know, fairies assisting in reducing trouble society. Bart, we don't get to run after you guys.
Farts isn't scheduled for another hour. Well, let me get this straight here. Are you guys really from a society called Farts?
Yep, you know, fairies assisting in reducing trouble society. Bart.
And I thought my name was stupid.
You might make up a new acronym.
Yeah, we're early. Is it true that the Prince Charming is here?
Yes.
Wonderful, do you think inside my copy of Charlotte's City really changed my life?
He already left.
Oh, but I wouldn't mind signing something for you since I am the fairest of them all after all.
Come on, partner, we're still not that far.
Now that we have heard from all of our fabulous inspirational speakers, let's get to know our newest member.
Hello, everyone. I am Bromhilda.
Bromhilda, interesting name. I've never heard of you.
A lot of people haven't. I'm from the story Mother Hilda. You know, the evil stepmother.
Never heard of it.
Surely you have.
Look, I've got this magic mirror that can show me the winning lottery number of the day. Anything I want, and I haven't seen or heard any of Mother Hilda.
Well, basically, I have a stepdaughter and a real daughter, and I'm, well, rather antagonistic to the stepdaughter.
Good, I hate stepdaughters.
Me too.
Anyway, the stepdaughter falls into a well, and is greeted by some character who goes by the name of Mother Hulda, who turns her fabulously wealthy because she is so good. Seeing how rich she is, I throw my own daughter into the well, but this Mother Hulda figure covers her in pitch and sends her back out because my own dear puppet is so greedy.
What is pitch?
Black sticky stuff. Very flammable, good to poisons.
I like sticky stuff.
Well, pitch is generally thought of as unpleasant by the masses, especially to those of noble blood or genial constitution, such as myself.
So, where is this Mother Hulda? You want me to eat her?
Now, Boris, protagonists don't eat everyone who has made them cross. They openly discuss their feelings with those who have offended them.
So I can talk to her. And then eat her?
I cannot believe you have never heard of me!
Brunhilde, darling, it is perfectly fine that you are an obscure villain. Here at Villains, we want to reach out to antagonists everywhere. I mean, we can't all be infamous villains like the evil fairy.
Why, dearie, who was the evil fairy?
Why, me. Back in the old days when I was an antagonist. Surely you all must have heard of me. Well, I was the most dastardly evil villain of all time, if I do say so myself.
Well, I beg to differ. If there is a competition for the most wicked, cruel, and depraved villain here, that would be me.
Could you make a whole castle full of people fall to sleep for 100 years? No. Could you be witch spinning on a spinning wheel? No. Could you make huge thorn bushes spring up everywhere? No. I could. I was the evil fairy. Some less dastardly villains, need I say names, were too busy making potions to reduce the size of their pores and trying to knock off their stepdaughters to hatch any real sinister plots.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I think it did hear of you. In the Ever After Times, in the Mirror section. Didn't involve that dame, what's her name? I think the Times nicknamed her Sleeping Beauty. Lucy married to a prince something or another.
And I issued a very nice apology to her, yes. Although she's still... Well, let's just say I can't legally get within 100 feet of her person anytime soon.
Funny, for the super iniquitous villain you claim to be, you don't even have a proper noun name. You're just the evil fairy.
So?
I mean, I was a big bad wolf. I had a reputation.
Yeah, you don't have a proper noun name like me. I mean, it's not like anybody's going to remember Snow White. It will be Queen Jezebel and her not very remarkable homely stepdaughter, oh, whatever her name was.
Anyways, you weren't really that villainous. You were just being a bad sport for not being invited to a baby christening.
I hate baby christenings. All those stupid games where you have to eat disgusting baby food and cake. Who wants cake when there's a plump, delicious baby present? Really?
Honestly, the whole situation was kind of juvenile.
You think I sentenced a whole castle full of people to sleep for 100 years because I was being juvenile?
Well, yeah. Then there's the fact that one little smooch by a prince and bada bang. Everything was happily ever after.
The curse was over.
But the point is, your curse wasn't that vindictive. That's kind of type of villain, if you don't mind my saying. You're, well, like, wishy-washy about it. I'll curse you for a bit, then you can live happily ever after. I don't play around with my villains. I either eat them or I don't. Simple, straightforward, wicked behavior. Villainy in its simplest and purest forms, if I may say so myself.
Well, you got defeated by a pig.
Hey, that was a very happily ever after-ish comment.
Oh, shut your trap, you mangy mutt. You think I like hearing about your pathetic escapades? Oh, I feel so bad for eating Henny Penny and Cocky Locky and Goosey Lucy and Turkey Lurkey and then incriminating Foxy Loxy and their grisly poultricide. Blah, blah, blah. I was the evil fairy, you fleabag. You hear me? The evil fairy.
Yeah, you and every other evil fairy out there. Did you guys have conventions? Or is it too hard to find a place to house all of you?
I am the one, the only evil fairy, and I have wasted my magical prowess and cunning evil schemes on listening to you pathetic excuses for villains talk about your pointless, inconsequential little lives.
Yeah, real evil scheme. Oh no, I've fallen asleep and being awakened by a handsome prince kissing me. How terrible my life is. Oh yeah, you're really stuck into a good. I bet her life really sucks right now.
You're such a wretched, drool-dripping, bottomless pit. Do you think of no one but yourself?
Sometimes I think of chickens. Mostly because I like eating them.
Well, what about what I want, huh? Anyone care about that?
Not really.
Well, you're going to listen, you vain, wrinkled, wretched, old fraud. Yes, that's right, everyone. I said fraud. Your blood isn't any more royal than that bumbling blockhead of a troll's over there. You, Queen Jezebel, were nothing but a flamenco dancer once upon a time. Admit it! Admit it!
Really, Gisela?
Oh, keep that wart-covered chin of yours shut, you old witch.
But Gisela, aren't you supposed to be, well, nice? You aren't an antagonist anymore, are you?
Oh, I could really kill something cute and fluffy right now.
Me too.
You know what I want? Why I started this stupid, vitriolic individuals learning to love, assist individuals, and be nice society? Why I've lived the last 2 years of my life more golden than Goldilocks? Well, I'll tell you, and this sounds stupid, even to me, but to be happy. That's right, to be happy. Crazy, huh? I was never happy. Oh no, not one vindictive minute. And now am I happy, may you ask? Spending my Friday nights listening to you novices, you tyros at the fine and exacting science of villainy? I'll tell you how I am. I am miserable. Simply miserable. How do you become happy anyway, huh? How?
Lamb chops.
You could try inflicting misery on others. That always cheers me up when I'm sad.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
You know what kind of makes me happy?
What?
Coming to Bill with me is kind of like having friends.
Friends? What are those?
Are they tasty?
I don't know what friends are exactly, but protagonists always have a lot of them. They are generally pleasant things. They are individuals who do things for you, I suppose.
So, like a servant?
No, they just do things for you.
So you mean a slave?
No, they do things for you just because they like you.
That is nonsense.
May all my warts fall off if I'm lying.
I mean, I like one of those. It'd be nice to have someone to hang out in the woods with.
You wouldn't be able to eat them.
Never mind.
Maybe you eat people to keep them close to you.
I think Gisela might be right.
But if I don't eat them, I might lose them forever, right? Seize a moment. Seize the unsuspecting prey. That's what my mother always told me.
I think that you just have a desire for love and acceptance that manifests itself inside of you as your desire to consume others.
I think you may be right, Gisela. Nobody loves me.
I love you, boss.
Yeah, me too, boss.
Love? Hooey. I'd like to see love wake somebody up from my poison.
Oh, I don't know. I think it might be kind of nice to have somebody who loves me, who wasn't one of my pet water snakes.
You think I would be happy if I found a friend? If I found somebody to love me?
No. People who love you, they can hurt you too. My mother said she loved me. All she ever did was yell at me. Jezebel, you pudgy little dumpling of a girl, you're too ugly, too stupid. You'll never be worth anything. But after that beautifying potion, not to mention the plastic surgery, and I mean, everything you see here is all natural, I tell you.
I think that you've just been taking your frustrations with your own dysfunctional relationship with your mother out on Snow White.
Impossible. I don't care about what my mother thought. She was nothing but an old witch. Oh, no offense, Agatha.
Oh, come on, Jezebel. Let it out. Tell us how you feel about your mother.
A little hurt and angry. I feel angry. I mean, Why did my mommy love me?
There, Queen Jezebel. You don't have to be an old witch like your mother was to you. You can be the mother you always wanted to have growing up. Do you understand me?
I feel better.
And are you ready to become a true mother to Snow White?
Oh, well, maybe in a few days. You see, earlier today I sort of almost finished her off with this magic comb. She might not want to see me for a while.
Well, I don't need a friend or anyone. I have Rapunzel.
But she's a hostage.
Yes, but if I don't keep her, she'll leave me. And I'd be lonely. She's all I have. She's my little girl.
No one loves a jailer, Hagatha. Even one who professes to love them. You've got to let her go, Hagatha. Let her go.
But then I'll be all alone.
You still have us at the villains meetings, I guess.
I suppose.
So, does this mean that we are friends?
I don't know. I mean, you're a smelly wart-covered troll.
Well, a troll or a narcissistic, selfish, and generally unpleasant sorceress, we all have our faults. But that shouldn't stop us from seeing the best in each other.
Agatha is a narcissistic.
You know, I never really thought of why it would be worth it to get to the final step of the villain's process, but I think I know now. The reason is to have friends, don't you think?
I think you might be right.
Whatever. Is this meeting almost over? We have a sheep flock or a shepherd to teach them a lesson in why not to lie.
Yes, well, oh my, look at the time. We must bring this meeting to a close. But I think we have made some excellent progress this week. And remember, as you go along next week, remember one of my favorite villains' mottos. If I feel the urge to eat, poison, or maim, think I can be a protagonist and refrain. Repeat it once, everyone.
If I feel the urge to eat, poison, or maim, think I can be a protagonist and refrain.
Wonderful! Now remember, all of you can live happily ever after too. And I will see all of you back here at the same time next week for Villains. I hope you live happily ever after, everyone!